Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel Stealth Biker, where we talk about bikes, electric bikes and just overall stuff like that. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about things you can do and tips that no one really tells you about electric bikes when you're making them and all these things. So just before we begin, I'm just going to say that I installed this light there, which has a on and off switch as well, as you can see, on, and I just brightens the whole place up. And I also I put in a YouTube short. I have this, so when I'm working here now, you can see it's dark. All I do is switch on, and I can work. And then there's all my stuff. I just cleared some space so I can make this video. So first of all, I'm gonna advise put a light on the electric bike, especially if you ride at night. So what I've done, I put a piece of Velcro stuck not on there. You can barely tell it's there. And then all you do, I've made this so it straps onto that and that, and then you just stick that on like that, sticks in quite tight, and then you just press it, and as you can see, it's bright light. Any car will see you now. Kind of looks like a stealth bomber. So as I was saying, it looks like a stealth bomber. And it's on and off switch. If you have the controller with you, you could use that, turn it on and dimming it, and it looks quite bad there, brighten it on the flash, so it's quite good. So that's another good thing. I'll make sure it's like on and off, easy in, out. And another good thing to know is when you're got electric bike, especially if you're in the UK, you need to have like a waterproof cover on. So I've made that. All you do, you get some waterproof fabric like this, and you just basically make a frame for it, in other words. So what it is, I have different Velcro pieces. They go on like that, sticking on the Velcro. So the first one, basically, it just sets me up. All you do is this middle Velcro here, stick that on there like that. Then the whole thing literally just wraps itself, so I don't have to do much. There, and if you put that straight, and then there, as you can see, it's just like, you can't even see it really in camera, but it is, it's just not. Or you can paint it black, it'll add some more protection, it'll be waterproof there. As you can see, look, it looks quite good. And it just protects your battery and controller and wires from water. That I think is, they said it's waterproof, the motor, but I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't like going like on a river or anything in it, like you usually do on mountain bikes. But I wouldn't do that. It's just for rain, it'll take rain, that's not a problem. So don't test it. And then another thing, a good thing with this, you're covering all the wires in there as well. I've taped all the wires up like that, and I've left these wires out because those are the speed switch. So now next time you go for a bike ride and it's raining, you don't have to worry. All you do, flip the switch on like that, and then that's it, you're ready to go. So next thing I would say is that if you want, this is optional, I have a Carrera so I'm not going to do it, is you can also, a good thing to do is spray paint your bike if it's like ugly bike. That will add some colour to it and it look pretty much better, obviously. So that's just optional, but a key thing to know, you need mud guards, especially in the back. So with a normal bike, you're pedaling at a speed that your weight can take. On an electric bike, this tends to speed in one place, like the bike's not moving and it'll just spin. What happens then, the water from the bottom on the floor, right, it'll stay on here, it'll flick up and right on you here. This is like the target section. Mudguard is not big enough, this one. This is actually a front mudguard, but I put it in the back because I needed it to cover all the wires. Because as you can see before, look at all this mess, and it goes all the way up to the top. So a mudguard is always essential. You always need reflectors. Reflectors are very useful for cars to see you and for obviously light effects. That's another reflector there. And another thing with these reflectors, if you open the case up, so like here, if you take this off, like I've done here, you can put LED light in there. So what that does is, let's say you put it here, you'll just like, there'll be a button behind it here, you'll tap it, this one, you'll tap it, the light LED light will turn on. I'll make a future video showing you how to do that. You can just put the cover back on. So every time there's a car coming, you can either have a sensor or you can have a button. You press the button and that's it, the light will turn on, flash on and off, and that will just like tell the car that you're there. Because a black bike is not very visible, especially if you have no lights on, like in your neighborhood. Or I do, but obviously I tend to go like on a long bike ride, so you definitely need that. And another thing to note is, when you're going on a long bike ride, you're gonna need locks. This is a very big quality lock, but the problem with it is it's rubbish for electric bikes. I get on a normal bike, all you could do, put it there or something like that. On this, you're going so fast, if you put it there, it'll go up and down, up and down, up and down, make so much noise, and there's no space to like hook it onto his holder. I'll show you his holder now. So look, I put that there. And the holder is this. You screw that part onto the bike, it goes in the frame. And this, when you open this up, so I'll just show you how to open it as well. So you get a key like this. Given a key like this, all you do, clip down, and the rubbish thing about these, you have to find where the key goes, literally find it. I think it goes that way. As you can see there, it's open like that. Then this opens up, you slide it through, which is hard as well. You have to take the key back out. Then slide, and look, it won't, this won't let it go past, like, that's how rubbish this is. Yeah. Like, look, it's gonna break it literally, so I think you have to unscrew this. I don't know why, you know. I don't know who the time for that. You basically get the point. So it's rubbish, just that normal strap and lock that I use. And another rubbish thing about this, as you can see this, it doesn't always go in. So what you have to do literally is just put that in the hole like that. Then you put that in like that. And you don't even know which way it goes which. I'm just guessing. Definitely not like that. So like, there's no point. Waste of time, waste of money. Cost so much. Cheaper to buy a normal one for like £1. And another thing people ask me is why you got screw there. It's broken. I don't know, the throttle, something's wrong with it. It doesn't turn on. I don't know, something's wrong with the button. It used to work, I used to ride that before my bike, and then it just left it there. So I don't really use it. If anyone knows how to fix it, tell me. I'll be happy to help you. And another thing, when you have an electric bike, the brakes are always a problem. Get hydraulic brakes. Don't get no brakes. Pressed it. No one bothered basically. Yeah, I mean, the back ones are good, that's why I don't mind. The back ones are solid. They don't even move. So hydraulic are always there. Always get them. And that's the end of the video. Subscribe. I'll try replying to as many comments as possible. Just comment down below after subscribe. If you leave your YouTube channel link, and the first 5 people to leave their YouTube channel link, no, first 20 actually, I'll subscribe back to them. Or if you want, I'll try doing all of yours. Just type in subscribe and leave your link to your channel and I'll try subscribing. That's the end of the video. Thanks, subscribe, comment down below and share. And that's it. Thanks.